Good evening, everyone. I'm back for a second reading. I just finished another one, and what the Divine Masculine didn't want to let go of is the passion. So I said that I didn't want to channel that because I'm new to YouTube and I'm just feeling a little bit shy. So I'm going to challenge myself here and, you know, ground myself because this is very serious and it's very important for this Divine Masculine to share this message. And as shy as I am and as new as I am, I'm going to plug through here and just do the very best that I can to share the message that this beautiful masculine is wanting to share with his Divine Feminine in regards to how he's feeling and what I consider to be sacred sexuality. And it's so powerful and it's taken so much work to heal that sacral chakra and to be able to really create from that chakra and that energy. And there's something to be said about it's a buildup, right? So, you know, we've been for a very long time doing all this, and when you're ready and when it's time, and it's time, everyone. I just am so excited. So for all these people that are going to be finally coming together and sharing energy in this way, it's powerful. It's so powerful. Like I feel like the vibration, I feel like I'm shaking and trembling a little bit, and but in a very happy way. So I did not, no word of a lie, did not handpick these cards. Okay, I was cleaning up from the previous reading, and I was very much guided to keep certain cards, and then I have all kinds of things all over the place in my house, and again, intuitively, this is how I'm seeing my readings develop, is I just pull and grab from whatever is around me when I get that feeling, and I know what that feeling is when it's time to channel. And so the passion card, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh my God, it says passion. And these are brand new cards. Just got them for Christmas. And of course that Eight of Wands, that's a standing, I feel like that's going to be an energy that they want me to continue to channel and hold space for, because we're all going to support each other and work together to manifest what we've wanted. And this is the communication, right? And wands, we know, is passion. We have wands here. That Knight of Swords is just as powerful, because look at how determined he is. He's invested, and like that's the investment of the healing I was just talking about. And I think there's been like a recent shift that's been conscious, like he's fully aware, he knows, he can feel it. And I feel like there's already been some flirtatious things taking place between the two of you. And you might have exchanged either words or maybe some pictures, or if you spent time together and then again had to go off and do more healing. He is thinking about specific, like this is specifically in regards to passion and sex and how he is thinking back to those times, right? And thinking about the times to come, but that first encounter, there's something to be said about being awake to it and then encountering it, right? And that's the vibration, the frequency is so high. And it's going to be romantic. And if he was shy before and wasn't really comfortable in that energy, you're going to see a different person. You're going to see him set up the room in a beautiful way, or take you to a really nice place and maybe have some flowers and whatever is romantic between the two of you. It's different for everyone. He's going to step it up because he wants to impress you, and he's going to be proud. Like he wants to do this. It feels amazing, absolutely amazing. I can't even believe it. And you are at the center here, and you are the one that really has provided comfort, and he sees you in a really confident way, and it's a turn on. Okay. I did not want to channel karmic energy. This is karmic, okay, and I don't like that it showed up, but there's a reason. And as I'm channeling this, I'm picking up on that old energy where in my previous reading, I talked about how they've cleared out all the exes, okay? So they experienced that to know that they've experienced what they don't want and they've experienced what they do want. You embody this, okay? He's turned off by the things that used to turn him on. Because, and that's interesting, because I did speak of that lower chakra. And when those lower chakras are not stable and there's healing that's required, they're going to manifest from a lustful place. And it's lustful more than it is anything else. And so that can be problematic. It can be very toxic, it can be very dark. Okay? That's a thing of the past. And when I speak of that, I just want to be clear, okay? There's no judgment ever, because I know, like, I'm already seeing divine masculines watching my readings, and I don't want you to feel like if I'm saying this, that there would be a thought or a feeling in regards to that being a weakness or something bad or something wrong. It's something definitely that isn't in balance. It's not, where we would want it to be. And you don't always know that it isn't when you're in it, that's why you have to always show yourself compassion. It's important for us to also have compassion. And it's extremely difficult to live our lives outside of judgment for self and others. It's so hard. And I work at that every single day. And I will always work at it. I don't think that's something that we can master with an ego. It's very, very hard to do. But at least if you're aware and you're conscious of it, you're ahead of most. A lot of people struggle. So, and again, no judgment. It's just that for him, he's been able to analyze all this. And he's turned off by the things of the past that he did and the people that he was with. He doesn't consider that to be sexy, romantic. He can't, and he's embarrassed. And I think for a long time there was shame, and this is why he couldn't even face us. He couldn't look at you. It was too painful. It was painful for him to even look in the mirror at himself. That's not easy. And I remember some dark times where I could feel it. And the only way that I could even feel better was to clear that third energy and to challenge myself even more to send more love. And I know that's difficult for people to understand unless they've experienced it. But through meditation and doing that energy clearing, it really did help eventually. Okay. And it did not feel like that in the moment always. It was tough. Lots of tears, lots of pain, lots of rolling around, in that bed and just kind of in that fetal position. And it was just so painful. And sometimes I realized it wasn't even my pain. It was his pain. But we hold space with our counterparts. That's what it means to be a twin. It's not easy to be a twin. I know lots of people say, it's romanticized out there. And they think I want that. If you have to ask for it and look for it, it's not that. That's my belief. It's a very personal relationship between you and God, because it's a spiritual connection that was created and ordained by God. Whatever source light energy that you consider to be like the creator, the main source light, God will show you. But you would have already felt it in some way that it was different. Okay, maybe not in that very moment, but you knew there's signs along the way. I still remember the very first day I laid eyes on my masculine. And when I say my masculine, it's not in terms of a possessive, it is a possessive pronoun in its language, but I don't want people to think that it's like a controlling thing. It's not at all. Okay, it's a possessive pronoun. That's how we use, we need to use words to describe experiences. But I remember, and I remember thinking there was something. But then I pushed it out of my mind. I was married, come to learn, obviously, he had his partner. and we worked together. So it was just a very fleeting, fluttery moment, but it, I still remember that. It's just so interesting when you start to come online with all these things and you learn about it. It's fascinating. But I think there's reasons, there's nothing I say that isn't important, when I channel. So I think he wants you to know that he remembers all those things as well. And I think he's going to tell you. If he hasn't told you before, he will. He has a lot of regrets. Like, this energy can be very hold back. And I think in the past, they held back a lot. They had all that passion in there, but it was kind of behind like a shield. And it's not that they didn't show you love or comfort or romance. It's just going to be more powerful. They're more comfortable and they're excited. It's like they're turned on big time. And you don't have to be revealing everything to be attractive to him. It's like a very classy, okay, but very sensual. It's different. It's unique. And this isn't something he's had in his life outside of you. One of a kind here. Beauty. I'm hearing beauty, classic beauty is what I just heard. Look at that heart chakra. That heart chakra, I couldn't even separate it from the card when I was trying to clean up. I was like, whoa. And Michael's protecting the Ace of Wands. So I'm hearing and seeing that all the organs, all the everything, the fluids, the blood flow, the arteries, and that sacral area, it's it's healthy and strong. Healthy and strong. Okay. There would have been performance issues in the past with karmics. Okay. When the soul shuts down, okay, not necessarily all the time, but there would have been issues around this. I'm getting, this is why it's very different now, and it's very healed and protected, and he knows, and he figured out what was causing that and what he needed to do to safeguard himself sexually. And I think I channeled a few days ago that I wanted to reassure people that, for the ones that I'm channeling, they've been chased, they haven't been with anyone for a while, because they know to come in, they want to match our energy and they want to be clean, quote unquote. Okay. Even spiritually, sometimes we had to clear spiritual issues as well. Okay. Infections. We're not going to talk about that here, but so they want this fresh new beginning. It's protected and it's in the light. Okay. So it's all flowing beautifully here. And there's no more regrets. See all the lessons underneath? Oh, look, 10 of Cups. Oh, they've been hanging on. Look, guys. Look, and he's got his arm around you, and it's like, we did it. There's kids, and everyone's going to be happy. This is the end result, okay? But this is like the initial stages here when you get together in private. It's going to be like a secret love affair for a little while. Because we've earned it, Doesn't want to share you with anyone. Not for a little while. And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's been really hard for him not to come in. He wanted to, but he held back because he knew he had to be right to match this, okay? And you've tamed him. This Page of Cups was in the previous reading, and this, see the star. What else is under here? Oh yeah, he's been stressed, but that's okay. He's worked through it because he knows you're the wish fulfillment here. See this picture? Oh yeah, flowers and the water. You might have a really nice bath together. I'm seeing like a big hot tub, or even like a lake or a water source of some kind where. Or if it's not something you do, he fantasizes about it. Just like water's healing as well, eh? So it could be symbolic, but it could be literal as well. But he's very emotional. He's thought of it. He's got it all figured out. He's holding that cup very strong, sturdy. It's like, okay, I've got it. I know. This blue apatite is directing the flow of energy. from this angel. So these angel cards, the angels are all around, okay, and they want to make sure that you know, every nook and cranny where something could creep in, they've got your back. They've got you covered. Okay? Don't worry. Your home, where you're going to do this and spend, like, it's all set. You've set it. If you've been nesting, okay, because I've been nesting. If you've been nesting and preparing and doing things, it's safeguarded. You've done this correctly. So congratulations. Trust your intuition. Okay? You'll know what I mean if you're doing this. So they do want me to read the cards. They're ready to they've healed a lot of the heart pain, and they're ready to show you. They don't want to hide it anymore. And they were very much like a dark emperor, like it's kind of like, not dark, it's not what I meant, but like a shield where they weren't showing emotion. Like, that's what I talked about earlier. So they've laid this down. This is the old masculine here, okay, and this is the new one. They're going to talk to you about this. So they would have been linked up with other masculines that were like this, okay, because I was channeling, and not right this minute, but earlier, and I didn't even want to talk about it because I hate talking about karmic. Hate's a strong word, I'm sorry, but like, I really dislike that. And they know, though, like, too, like the bad advice and these other dark masculines that are around them that are not going to want him to do this. Like, he's keeping this to himself. He knows you're twins, right? And irregardless of what this karmic said, like, no, he doesn't buy that anymore. He doesn't believe any of it. And that's why he's down here. It's like old energy. It's a thing of the past. And he's prioritizing this twin flame connection over his old way of being, so he's let all that go, but also any karmic energy that would act like this. So like the darker archetype of this emperor. So controlling, judgmental, stubborn, all about like power and control, not wanting to listen to other people, but pulling in all the people that he would have, all his little groupies. Like, I see all these people around him, all like, yes, 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 like all the yes people, partners in pain. You only hang around with people that resonate with you. So you're not going to have people that are going to be around you that are going to be against you necessarily, But a good friend and good people will challenge you. And if it's a healthy relationship, you will welcome that because it's done with respect. Here, he knows that these people fed him a bunch of, whatever. It was self-serving. And a lot of the karmics know about what this relationship is really about. The love, like twin flame love, you can't hide it. You can hear it in the tones of our voices. You can see it when the twins are together. It's not something that's meant to be hidden, okay? They know. And they're pissed off, I'm hearing. They're annoyed, they're frustrated because they've already seen him shift. He's probably walking around tippy-toe, like, whistling and talking to himself, and just a whole different energy. Very quiet, and when they ask, he's like, no, nothing's changed. I'm just in a good mood, All the while, look at what he's organizing here in his thoughts. Okay, so here, 7 of Wands, the expected God, liberation, deliverance from enemies. See? Oh my God, I said that about the cracks. Liberation, sorry, I can't see, it's very small writing. Deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. This is the Angel Tarot. These are cards I got at Christmas, and this is my new favorite deck, this one here. It's so powerful, oh my God. Look at this. Nothing is going to get past this being here. And they're right here safeguarding this communication. That's look at the trajectory here. It's going to clear the heart space. It's going to allow that love to come in. This is how much communication. He feels a bit small because he knows there's a lot to talk about. This is how much passion. Look at these passion cards. Oof. Wild. Wild, wild, wild. Okay, what's this one? 9 of Swords, the comforting God, purification. So it's protection, right? And purifying. And this is in the past, and this is kind of what we've been doing. And I talked about that purification of that sacral chakra. Okay? You're ready. Look at all the work you did. Look at when it's on top there like that. See? He's not gonna say no. He's not running. He's not off kilter, like he's balanced. No regrets. And he's going to get it right. He knows he's going to get it right. He's very confident. Not arrogant. There's a difference. This is not arrogance. This is I've got it. And he wants to show us how confident he is because he wants to match your energy. It's like, thank you. Thank you for showing me love. So this last and final card here, 4 of Wands. Oh my God, we're going to place that up there. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. God the Savior, 4 of Wands. Yep. These are going to be harmonious reunions, and they're going to be successful and long-lasting because you did the work. And we're going to place that right behind because that's what's coming. The 4 of Wands, that commitment, that's what's coming. And he knows, okay? And that will come after we reconnect with one another, get to know each other again on all levels. This is going to be very passionate, very deep. Oops, sorry. Oh my God, guys, you saw me cut, okay? Look. Okay, 2 more cards. So they wanted me to cover up the 10 of Wands because this is weighing heavy on them. This is how they've taken this very seriously. They worked really, really hard to get here. Really, really hard. So get ready. You know, if you want to go buy yourself something really sensual, that's not a bad idea. That's how we manifest. So the Hierophant, the merciful God, divine forgiveness, obtains friendship and favors of the great, secures promises. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's powerful. I'm going to read it again. Oh, Hierophant, the merciful God, divine forgiveness, obtains friendship and favors of the great, secures promises. This is what I was talking about. The Hierophant is all-knowing, pulls from the divine. He knows right from wrong. He knows what it takes to be healthy. And right before you do come into union, you do have to withhold that sexual energy. You can't be out there doing that. If this is what you're aiming for, if you're out there doing that, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone's free to choose to do whatever they want. But with doing that, there's other things that come with that, you know, and then the people that are engaged in that way will have to cope and deal with that and do that work at that time. So it's different for everyone. The people I'm talking about here, they weren't doing that. Maybe at one time, but this has not been the energy for a while in preparation of coming back together here. And it's okay if you're doing that. If you're watching this and you're doing that, it's okay. It's okay. Maybe this is what you're going to, this reading might help you shift your way of thinking and think about maybe I should do something different, you know? I believe that these messages are going to touch different people at different stages in their journeys. So lastly, let's see here, Temperance, the God of joy. Oh, reconciliation regains the favor of those one has offended. He's going to say sorry. And I heard not light language, because I do light language, love language. This masculine's love language is this. Some masculines, and I believe for him, this is one of his main ones. It's not words, it's this. And the problem is in the past with karmics, because there was issues to be healed in that sacral chakra. It was in a lustful way. It wasn't from a place of love. It was from lust in a darker way, because that sacral chakra was not in balance. And again, if you're listening to this, I don't want you to think that it's a judgment. It's not at all. We are all human. Nobody's chakra systems are perfect all the time. Okay. And I need you to know, Divine Masculine, that your Divine Feminine does not think of you in a bad way. That doesn't mean that this didn't hurt. But again, she's confident. She knows and knew that this is what you needed to go and do, whatever it is that you needed to do to come to these realizations, while we were doing what we needed to do to stand. Our job is to be ourselves. And this is what is this is how this is the magnetism. This is what's pulling the two together again. It's the confidence. It blows his mind. Like, he can't believe it. At the same time, like I screwed up. Like I didn't make the right choice. I had her there. And the vibrations shift, and that's what pulls them apart. It's like magnets. And that's a part of it. And that's what happens. And Divine Masculine, I need you to know that she's forgiven you. She's moved on in a way that's from a healed place. It's not moving on and being in denial and bitter and angry. That part of the grieving process is normal to have those feelings, but we've worked through that. Okay, we're not in that stage. And it's different for everyone, but I'm not channeling for people who are at the beginning stage of this grieving. The grieving's done. It doesn't mean that we fully trust. You have to rebuild that, and this is how you're going to do that, through intimacy, but a very, very high passionate level. And these twins already know that this is the way that it's going to be, because they probably in past lives really use sacred sexuality in a way that really mirrored one another to manifest from that chakra. And it's a language that is going to be more in balance, because I sense that this was a lot as well for the feminine to work on and overcome. And I don't think the purpose of this reading is to talk about the work that we did per se, but like what one does, the other one does as well. Okay. Might not be exactly the same, but there's work to be done on both sides. So everything I said, Divine Masculine, about you, we were also doing a lot of healing as well. Okay. Especially if there's sexual trauma in the past. And that is a very sensitive subject matter, which we're not going to talk about tonight, but certainly there's healing now. Okay. And they're going to be very careful. And we're going to be careful. Much like we were before. Like, it's not that there were issues in this area for the twins before. I think this was always this was easy. This flowed beautifully. This was not the issue for these couples, the ones I'm talking about here, these twins. And this time it's forever. It's commitment. And he didn't want to come until he had it all figured out. And when he comes, it isn't for like that. If that was happening, like again, that's not really a healthy thing. Like, this is what we have to learn about healthy boundaries. And again, no judgment. That's how we learn. That's not going to happen here. That's not what this is. Look how all these cards look so work well together here with that Four of Wands. He's looking at it. He's thinking about it, but he's more thinking about this, but this is in the back of his mind. It'll come. That's why I put that back there. Sorry, I'm just going to pull my light language. There's another rose quartz here. Sorry guys, so just take in these light codes. It'll provide healing for you in that heart chakra. If you need extra healing, okay, to get over here. My daughter's been really supporting us. So they do want me to speak about the daughters. So if you have a daughter, or if your masculine has a daughter, just know that these beautiful feminine energies are supporting this at a soul level first and foremost. If it's not clear in the physical yet, it'll come in time. But we are going to model for these beautiful girls what true love and what healthy love looks like, so they can manifest it for themselves in their future. So take in these codes. This is for the girls, okay? Feminine energy. Just want to be careful. I have healed so much of our past hurts. I'm looking to the future for us and the kids. Look at that. So when I place the light language over the card, it's providing extra healing to the masculine, to the counterpart for this energy. So it's going to make sure that he isn't rushing in prematurely. And I think in the past, he would have stopped himself. I'm 100% sure we are meant to be together. See? Oh my God, guys, look. I have cut ties with all romantic interests. I only want to focus on me and our future. Well, doesn't get better than that. So, oh wow. I've never channeled this before. So our children have twins out there. And so we're assisting them in safeguarding those connections. Look, because her name's under this card. I'll have to go back and cover that up. I do not want to disclose that. It was very quick, but there's ways to fix that. But look, it's over top that twin selenite here. What's underneath? Oh yeah. So we're removing and making sure that tyrant type energies or toxic potential partners won't come through. Okay, it'll be okay. I'm just going to do one more. Oops. I have received spiritual healings, of course. I know DM and DF terms. I am so proud of this. So they're ready. They're ready. And this really helped them settle, helped them calm down. It helped them understand that the divine feminine did not abandon them because she moved on and focused on herself. Because that triggered them. Wounds of abandonment from their past, when we did this, it triggered them at a very deep level. And they were hurt and they were upset for a long time. This is why they sought out all those unhealthy relationships. It is not easy, it is not easy to mirror that to your counterpart. They get confused and they project onto us until they figure it out. This is why when those things happen, you need to step away. Step away. And for my person, you know, he was pretty good. Like, if he would do things, sometimes it would take him time, but he would always circle back and apologize. And I could see the pain in his eyes. I could see the confusion. He didn't understand always, but he knew, and he would be able to say, like, I need time. You know, I need time. I'm sorry. And I would say, okay, it's okay. But it's not okay, certain situations, to be spoken to in a way that's not nice, you know. There's never anything abusive, but again, no one's perfect. But when you're hurting, sometimes you lash out to the people that are around you. And I think eventually he figured that out, and he sought out help to help him. Okay, and I've channeled this last couple days to some of my previous readings talk about how they figured out about the twin flame journey and what it is, and that's something that they need to do on their own without us interfering. So I already spoke to that before. I miss our talks and hearing your voice. Yeah. Don't worry, masculine, it's coming. Okay. They're not going to let anybody ruin this. Don't worry, divine feminine. So, on that note, we're going to zero in here on this beautiful man here. Let's divine masculine, or if you're a feminine and you're embodying this energy, because sometimes the roles are reversed for whatever reason, that's fine. It's energy. Thank you for your strength and courage. I'm so proud of you, and we can't wait. We can't wait. So good luck, everyone. Enjoy and take care.